so what we have in here, and this is genuinely, I've never handled these rifles before. The first time I had hands on this rifle, this type and make of rifle, which is proof research, and I know nothing about the rifle at all, was at the show when we were on the stand with the Highland Outdoors guys, who, as you will appreciate now, are supporting us. So now we've taken delivery of some kit, and this is the rifle that I'm going to be using predominantly. So apart from lifting it up at the show, this is the first time I've really had hands on the rifle, and what strikes me straight away is the weight, but yet there is a feeling of real sort of robustness about it. It just comes up beautifully to the shoulder, perfect for me, and I do like this. You just, everything's just there. You just feel that this is going to be kind of a rifle that you should be able to put tacks through the same hole through from, 90,000 metres, and that's the whole ethos behind the rifle. My understanding of it is that it's particularly designed for consistent, accurate shooting. I suppose there's probably military applications, I would imagine, for snipery type stuff, so it should lend itself fairly well to our stalking activities. Standard rail, 15 rail on there, and it's a removable magazine, which I like. I'm not even sure how many rounds in here, but I would say, looking at this, it's probably going to be a 5-shot mag, but we shall see. Nice clip in there, solid, not a problem with that, so I like that straight away. No danger of that coming out, and it's got something to get hold of, so that looks good. Moderator will be going on the end of her. Calibre 6.5 Creedmoor, full carbon stock, carbon fibre barrel. Again, unfamiliar territory for me this, so this is a genuine field test with a rifle I've never had hands on before. I've never had clients out in the field with one, which is unusual, because after 20 years of guiding, I would probably say that I've seen most rifles, to be honest, but this is totally new. I wasn't sort of really quite surprised at the show when I saw the rifle first off on the stand. So it's just totally different, and it isn't until you pick it up, which is hard to describe. You can't really describe to somebody the feel of a rifle, but that just feels. There's an awful lot of thought gone into that. I'll be really keen to get this out. So what I'm going to do with this is, I'll have a look at the bolt actually, that'd be helpful, wouldn't it? So basically, I'm assuming pretty standard bolt operation. Yep, that's nice, that's crisp. Very positive safety catch, like that. Yeah, pretty standard removal, so that's all nice. We'll get a little bit of oil on that, but I mean that's lovely and smooth. That's Rolls Royce. And I do like that. I don't like to have to be forcing things. There's a nice little feel there, just as that's locking down. You can feel that. Nice and crisp, and a very positive safety catch. Not much danger in knocking that off. Like it. Like it a lot. So what we're going to match this up with is the GPO scope. Another moderator that I'm not familiar with, Swedish. This is the RCC moderator. That's nice and neat. There's a bit of weight to that as well. So that'll be going on the end of the barrel. We'll have a look at that. One thing that we often don't mention about setting up rifles is poor quality mounts is false economy. It's worth spending money on a quality mount, otherwise you're just deluding yourself really. Spend all this money on a scope and then you put an inferior quality mount on it. These are probably some of the best on the market. Tier 1, so Tier 1 scope mounts. And also I'm actually going back to, we've had this conversation before over on a number of occasions, I'm actually going back to a bipod. We filmed some footage, you'll have seen it possibly or not, but I kept getting the bipod stuck in the binocular harness. So went to the Spartan bipod system, which is an excellent system by the way, and it works for an awful lot of people. And it's very, very good. Rab likes it. I like it actually, but I do prefer this fixed bipod. So I've decided to go back to bipod, but again we're going to go to a different bipod. We're going to Tier 1 tactical. So that's the bipod that's going on the scope. So that's just a personal thing. If you want a detachable bipod, Spartan is by far the best, and they've got the long versions and all sorts now, and I know Rab uses them an awful lot. In fact, you use them all the time. It's just for me, it's a personal thing. It's a bit like which car do you like. I'm going to go back to a more traditional bipod, but again a quality one. We mentioned already that I'm going down with Steve. We're going to do some filming, some stalking this weekend, so we've got 2 or 3 days to set this up. So apart from the fact I'm going to be running around after my dog trying not to get to rip her stitches out of an eye, Rab has very kindly volunteered, being press ganged, into setting the rifles up. So he's going to set all that up for me this afternoon, tomorrow. We're going to get that all set up and zeroed on the range. So we're actually going to be using that in anger, hopefully, down in Bedfordshire this weekend. So next time I report back on the rifle, I'll probably know a bit more about it and how it performs in the field. I'm really looking forward to that, actually. It's unusual to get your hands on something that is completely brand new. When you've been sort of stalking a while, most things you've handled, but this is new to me, so it's quite exciting. So watch this space.